Let me share the screen. Right, fine. Again, two people dropped. I don't know what they're going to do. Simply they will connect and they will just, okay, sleep, I guess. Early morning, right? Cool weather. Simply they will sleep on laptop itself. 14 people should be there. Again, two people are dropped. They forget to reconnect. Hmm. I was joined using phone, Shanmukh, so no issues. Yeah, Sashi, no problem. If you join through phone, you cannot record, okay? Record permissions will be disabled for phone. Fine. Right. Okay, so roles means collection of duties or collection of responsibilities or collection of functions, whatever you want, you can say. For example, you are in manager role. You will have a set of permissions to do, set of work to do. You only can give hikes to employees, right? Dev is going to do good work, but Dev cannot claim, okay, I'm doing very good work, hard work, I'll claim 20% this year. Right? No, he cannot do. Why? Because Dev is not authorized. Even though Dev is a hard worker, there are some limitations to Dev. He cannot perform everything, right? So Dev cannot claim his own hike. Dev has to depends on manager, right? Manager as per his position. Imagine Dev is manager. Also, Dev cannot claim his own hike. For Dev, another manager will give hike, right? So even though you have a what we can say, you are in that role, but still you cannot claim it. Okay, there are some limitations. So role is nothing but collection of permissions. In the SQL Server, role is nothing but some collection of permissions. You can call it as a role. As discussed, manager will have set of workload. Team lead will have set of permissions. Employees will have set of permissions. Depends upon their functionalities, depends upon their roles and responsibilities. You are limited to do those activities only. Dev cannot give hikes to other employees and he cannot give hikes to himself. Dev is not authorized to do that. Only manager will have permissions to do that. Okay, in the same way, Dev, if Dev is a login, okay, logins usually will have set of permissions. Okay, they can what you can say. Okay, usually role is nothing but collection of permissions. Simple definition is role is nothing but collection of permissions here. Each role will have its own permissions. Bulk admin will have separate permissions. DB creator will have separate permissions. Disk admin will have separate permissions. Like that, process admin, security admin, server admin, setup admin, finally sysadmin will have all the permissions. Nothing to explain about sysadmin. Sysadmin can do everything. What not? He can do everything. He can he can create new logins. He can drop the new existing logins. He can create the databases. He can delete the databases. He can delete the users. He can delete the tables. He can create the tables. He can shut down the SQL server. He can restart the SQL server. Whatever they say, a sysadmin can do everything, guys. There is no limitations to sysadmin. Okay, sysadmin by default he can do everything, right? Fine. So what this bulk admin will do, guys? What kind of permissions are there for bulk admin? Okay, so for that there is a separate query to find out permissions of any role. So guys, how many server roles will be there by default? These are the default server roles, guys. Okay, how many are there? Can anyone tell me?
9.
9. Okay, 4 plus 4 plus 1, which is 9. Guys, remember this public is a separate specific role. This is not a fixed server role. Okay, what is meant by fixed server role, guys? I'll tell you. The permissions of these roles are fixed. Bulk admin, what permissions are there? Let me tell you. Okay, sp underscore srv underscore role underscore permissions. permission only, right? SP SRV role permission ERMISS. Okay, and like this color will be changed, guys.
Please check partial.
Okay, let me do one SP SRV. One minute, guys. Yes, okay. This is the query. SP underscore SRV role permission. If you see here, the color is changed and that red mark is also gone. Okay, so if there is no underscore, see here, you will get a black text and you can see red mark is there under this text. Okay, so the correct query is SP underscore SRV role permission. Okay, this is the correct query. So to find out permissions of any role, we are going to use this stored procedure, guys. Okay, to find out permissions of any role, we'll use this stored procedure. So I want to find out permissions of this bulk admin, right? So drag and drop this bulk. You can type also, but just simplify to simplify the things. I'm drag and dropping. Okay, role. Okay, so I want to find out what are the permissions are there for bulk admin. Okay, so if you just execute this query, you can see 2 permissions, guys. Okay, you can see the answer as 2 permissions. Guys, remember this permission, this is important. Okay, every permission is important. But what this will do, remember one thing, guys, this is a role. Okay, earlier, if you remember yesterday, we just created a group, SQL DBA group, and we have added people to the group, right?
Yes, sir.
In the same way, this is also kind of a group. You can add logins to this group. If anyone wants these 2 permissions, if you add, say for example, here we have 2 logins. One is Dev, one is Krishna. Okay, where is the other login security? Yes, here, Krishna. Okay, so if Krishna wants to get these 2 permissions, I don't give it manually. Simply, I'll add Krishna into bulk admin role, guys. How to add any person to the server particular role? You know, right? It is simple. Okay, just now we did that. Double click on it, or else let me double click on Krishna. Double click on it, go to server roles. In case if I want to add Krishna to bulk admin, simply I have to select bulk admin, click OK. Earlier I just selected sysadmin. If you see here public by default, every person, every login is a member of public server role. But guys, public doesn't have any permissions, guys. Okay, so I'll tell you. Bulk admin will have only 2 permissions. If I added Krishna into bulk admin role, Krishna will get these 2 permissions, guys. By default, no need to give any permissions to Krishna. Krishna will get these 2 permissions. If I added Krishna into backup operator, okay, if you can see second role, okay, so these have separate permissions. See here, how many permissions are there? If I added Krishna into DB creator role, what Krishna can do? Krishna can add member to DB creator, means as discussed earlier, if you have money that you can give it to others. If you don't have money, you cannot give it to others. If Krishna is added into DB creator role, Krishna can add another person also to the same role. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
If I added you into one role, you can add another member into that particular role. You have that right. You can see here that permission is there for every role. You can see the first permission, add member to DB creator, add member to bulk admin, add member to disk admin. Okay, that is by default permission, guys. If I added anyone into the bulk admin role, that person can add another person into that particular bulk admin role. He has rights. Clear? This is clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is how it will work. Usually 90% we don't use these roles. We will use only sysadmin role. In case if anyone is asking, we'll give sysadmin role after proper approvals, guys. Again, Remember one thing, if anyone is coming and asking, hey, please give me the permissions on this server, you cannot give. There is a protocol. You have to follow that protocol. First, you have to ask, okay, what is the justification why you want to connect to the server, production or non-prod? Okay. And if you don't satisfy, I just want to practice how logins look like. I just want to delete the logins. I just want to create new logins. Are you going to provide permissions for that activity?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
right? That is illegal. He cannot do that. Right? He cannot misuse the permissions. Okay. So again, there should be no, I have, as per my business requirement, I have to connect to this database to access the tables. Then you have to give the access. Why? Because that is business requirement. And again, if you tell like that, you cannot give. He has to get approval from his manager. Application manager will be there, right? I am so and so, I am Krishna. I want to access Amazon database because of my work. Can you please approve me so that DBA team will give access to me? Krishna has to write an email to the manager. Manager will approve that activity. Then Krishna will send approval to the DBA team. My manager approved this activity. Can you please give me permissions? Then simply you can give the permissions. Clear, guys? There is a protocol. You have to follow that protocol. Clear?
Need to
Yes.
write mail or need to write tickets?
Mail only. Mail only. For permissions, you have to go by mail only. Okay. Through mail, manager has to approve. So whoever it is, okay, that is different thing for us. If we have manager approval, we can give access. If you don't have manager or team lead approval, we cannot give access. Okay. Clear, guys?
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So bulk admin will have two permissions, only two permissions. Guys, you may ask one doubt, sir, can I remove bulk admin permission, this bulk insert permission from this role? Can I add extra permissions to this role? That is not possible, guys. This is called fixed server roles. The permissions are fixed. You cannot add existing permissions. You cannot remove existing permissions. You cannot add new permissions to this role. That's it. Bulk admin means it can do only two permissions. That is, it can add another member into that particular role. First thing. Second thing is it can insert bulk inserts. Okay, bulk inserts means inserting a lot of data at a time, or inserting data from other sources like Notepad to database, Excel sheet to database. If you are inserting data from third-party tools, that is also bulk insert. Okay, if you are a member of this role, you can insert the data. Bulk operations you can do, bulk, especially bulk inserts only you can do. See, guys, I have a question for all of you. Other than this bulk admin, who can give, or else who can have bulk insert operations, guys, permissions? Other than
Sysadmin.
yes, very good.
Sysadmin, sir.
Okay, sysadmin will have all the permissions.
Yes.
So other than bulk admin, a member of bulk admin, who can have the same access? Sysadmin can have the same access. Why? Because sysadmin by default, he can have all the permissions. Right now, if I added Krishna into this bulk admin role, Krishna can do two things. He can connect to the server. He can add another member into the role, but usually he don't do that. He cannot do that. Why? Because even though he has permissions, okay, he cannot do as a DBS. DBS only has to give permissions. DBS only has to add into the role. He has the permission. He can do it, but process-wise, he cannot do it. Okay. The process-wise, he has to come through the DBA team only. Anyone wants any permissions, they have to come through the DBA gate only. Right. Krishna can do one more thing. What he can do, he can insert bulk inserts. Only these two things. Okay, Krishna can do. If I added Krishna into the bulk insert, bulk admin role. If I added Krishna into the DB creator role, he can do these things. Okay. He can do these things. He can add another member into the same role. He can alter the database. He can create the database. He can drop the database. He can extend the database. He can restore the database, and he can restore the log file of the database. He can rename the database. See how many things he is doing, a member of DB creator. He can create a new database. He can drop the existing database. He can extend the database. He can restore the databases. He can rename the database also. He can alter any changes you want to change on the database. Okay, you have to use alter query. So alter also can execute. Your Krishna can execute alter query also if he is a member of this DB creator. I'll show you one proof. Okay, let's go with one permission. I'll just give you the demo for one permission. If you have time, you just practice. Why? Because we don't regularly use these permissions, but you have to know what is server role, what is database role and all. Okay, so let's try to create one database as Krishna. Okay, let's connect as Krishna. I guess we gave different password, right, yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Thursday, na?
Thursday at 11.
At 11. It is asking to create new password. Okay, today, Friday at 12. Friday at 12. Right, okay, now Krishna connected. Let me open a query window for Krishna. Right click, new query window. What is the command to create database, guys?
Create
Create
database.
database,
Create database.
database name. Okay, DB creator demo. Okay, I'm just giving like this. Database name is DB creator demo. Okay, creator demo. Right, now if we execute, the database will be created or it won't be created.
Will be created.
If
It
the
will be
Krishna
created.
has permission, DB creators, then he can execute the. Then the
Tell me,
query
guys,
will.
if Krishna execute this query, whether he can create the database or it will throw the error.
It will
It
create
will
the
create,
database.
sir.
Created.
It will create the database.
Yes, it will be
Empty
created.
Are you sure?
database, sir. Empty
Yes, sir.
database.
Empty database.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have to change database name, sir. Master database to
why? No,
DB
not like
created.
not like that. Not like that. Okay. These queries you can execute at any place, guys. Okay. It's not like which database you will execute. Tell me now. Which database you will change?
Master.
To which database you will change?
Krishna database.
Where is the Krishna database?
Sorry, Krishna.
Under the master database. Sir.
Administrator.
No,
Where is
sir,
the
we-
administrator database?
Master database. Sir.
We
No,
have
sir, we are
only these databases only.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This is not for execution, sir. For we are connecting the Krishna, instance, so we can create the one database with any name. Like
This
create
is
database.
batch 40, sir. Batch 40, so we have to create in batch 40, right, sir?
Why like that? Don't
No, sir.
confuse again. We don't create any databases inside the database. The hierarchy is we will create database inside the server. Don't think we have to create this database in the master database. We don't create any database in any database.
In batch 40, we have to create some. That is what.
Why we have to create in batch 40? Why? That's what we are discussing now. Again, you are saying we have to create in batch 40. Why batch 40 only? Why not Amazon? My question is, guys, again, don't think we are creating this database in any database. No. Are you see? Once you expand the databases, can you see different databases, or you can see in the Amazon, you can see batch 40, in the batch 40, you can see another database.
In batch 40, you can create tables or not database.
That's it. That is the hierarchy. See, SQL Server, databases, in the databases, tables. Okay. So guys, give me 2 minutes. I'll be back. Okay. Give me 2 minutes. In the meanwhile, you can discuss.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, tell me. Tell me, guys, is this successfully executed? Whether Krishna can create new database or not?
No, sir.
I need answers from everyone.
You can create, sir.
No, sir.
Can
No,
create.
sir.
He can create. Bashir, he can create. Sunil, he can create. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's execute this query.
Don't have permission. Right. Krishna don't have permission to create a database.
That's it. Very good. Krishna, we did not give any permissions to Krishna. We have added Krishna to bulk admin. Bulk admin will have separate permissions.
If we add into sysadmin, we can create it.
Sysadmin, of course, he can do everything. But we haven't added Krishna to sysadmin also. Other than sysadmin, who can create the new database? Other than sysadmin, who can create the new database, guys?
Administrator, sir.
Other than sysadmin. DB creator,
DB
guys.
creator.
Just now we discussed it, right?
Right, right. The one who
The
gave
member of DB creator only can create the database, or sysadmin can create the database.
Right, sir.
As Krishna is not member of DB creator or sysadmin, Krishna cannot create the database. Now let's give permissions. Let's add Krishna into the DB creator role. Okay, right? Let me go to, you can add in two ways. One is go to DB creator role. You can add Krishna here. Okay, that is one way. Role members, you can add Krishna here. Or else you can go to logins. This is easy actually. Double click on the login, which login you want to add, go to server roles, select DB creator, click OK. And guys, practice only one permission at a time. Okay, you can give multiple permissions, but you will be confused. Okay, which permission is doing, which role is doing what kind of activities and all. Okay, once you are good in that role, then jump into another role. Okay, so as of now, I'm only practicing DB creator role. Public by default, you will get it. You cannot uncheck this public role. Okay. So you cannot uncheck it. Public doesn't have any permissions, nothing to worry. You cannot uncheck or check this public role. That is by default role, you will get it. Okay. So I'm just adding Krishna to DB creator role. Click OK. Now can he create the database or not? This is Krishna session. You can see here. Okay. Krishna
Yes,
session.
yes, he can create now.
So now tell me, this database is created in which object? The database is created in servers or in master database or in Amazon database. Where this database is created, guys?
Servers.
Master, sir.
Not in a master, sir. It is in separate. I mean,
This database is created in the server, guys. It is
Yes,
not
sir.
going to be created in any database. Okay. Databases are
created in the server.
individual entities.
Yes, sir.
Database, an entry will be done.
Yes.
Okay, as in the master database, not in all the databases. Master is going to store all the information, right? So in the master database, an entry will be done about this DB creator demo, new database. That's it. Don't think the database. See here, if I'm executing this query on master, don't think like the database will be created on master. Okay. Don't think like if I'm executing this query on Amazon or batch 40, don't think the database is going to be created on batch 40. Okay. See here, I am trying to access batch 40. I'm getting this error. Why I'm getting this error? Can anyone tell me?
Because Krishna doesn't have
Permission.
accessibility.
Yes, that's it. Here, I am just using Krishna's session. I'm trying to change this. Actually, this is on master database. I'm trying to change this master to another database. So simply it is throwing there that you don't have permissions to open this database. Clear, guys? So you are not
Yes, sir.
creating database in any database, guys. Okay. Selecting the database doesn't mean that you are doing in the database. Of course, if you are creating tables, okay, if you select the database, those tables are going to be created in the database. But if you are creating server level objects, don't think that server level objects are going to be created in that database. Okay. Clear, guys? Any
Yes,
issues,
yes.
any doubt? Right? So now if you see here, if you refresh, now you can see the new database. Okay. So DB creator demo. Right? So in that way, you can practice other permissions also, dropping database. Okay. Now, what is the query to drop the database? Drop database name. That's it.
Name. That's
You can drop it. See, now I have a question. Krishna can drop only his database, the one which he created, or Krishna can drop other databases also.
He can drop
Have
only
the permission to drop database. He can drop anything, sir.
Anything. Master also he can drop. Huh?
no, sir.
User databases he can drop.
Only use it. Yes, sir.
Okay. All user databases Krishna can drop. Clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts as of now?
Yes.
Right.
post for
Fine. Yes. Okay. So let's go with other role. The third role. Remaining permissions you can practice, guys. See, we don't use these server roles regularly. Very rarely we will use it. That too, we don't give these permissions. Why? Because these are fixed server roles. Permissions are fixed. In the organization, we'll use customized server roles. Customization will be there. You can create your own role with your own collection of permissions. That will be there. Okay. So usually we don't use this fixed server roles, but still it is good to have knowledge on the server roles, how it is going to work and all. So let's jump into another role, server roles. Disk admin. Disk admin is also one kind of admin related to the disks. Okay. Drives and all. Okay. Add member to disk admin. You know that disk initialization, SP dump device, default device, disk default, drop device. This is somewhat related to the drives, guys. We never use this role at all. Okay, so even to practice also, nothing is there to practice. So if you are a member of this disk admin, you can do all these things. Let's jump into the process admin. Okay. So this is important. Process admin. Okay. If you run, you can see two permissions. One is you can add another member into this role, process admin role. Second one is kill. What is this kill, guys?
Kill means in particular session or particular ID we can kill.
Very good. Okay. Let's discuss. First of all, session means what?
Session means we are
or process. What is this session or process?
Session means if we inserting the data in the inserting some data in database, then the particular this particular operation get one session ID, sir. So it's a session. It will take some time to run.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, close to answer. Guys, nothing. Session means nothing. See, for example, you just logged into net banking. Okay, you will get your own session, right? You can see your own things and all. Whatever you are doing, you will get your session, right? If you logged into net banking, you will get your own session. You can see balance. You can transfer the money. Okay, you can complete the credit card bill payments and all. Whatever you want, you can do in that particular session, right? If you don't use that session, what will happen for 5 minutes?
It will be closed.
It will be log out, sir.
Session will be expired, right?
Expired.
Session will be expired. But here it won't expire in the SQL server. Just for the example, I'm saying. So everyone will get his own session. If you are doing one work, forget about inserting data, okay, creating the things, whatever work you are doing. If you are writing a query, you can write those queries in a session only. This is one session, guys. Create database name. You can see, right? A query window is opened, right? You can see the session ID is 63. Earlier we discussed what is this number and all. Okay, we discussed it. This is a session ID or process ID. This is one session. Whatever your work is there, even though if you want to select the data, you want to delete the data, you want to insert the data, you want to alter the data, whatever you want to do, you have to write one query, right? Where you are going to write that query? In your session. SQL Server will give sessions for the users. You can execute your queries in your session only. Dev is connected. If Dev open new queries, they will get new session. Okay, imagine this is Dev, right? If Dev opens new query window, they will get one session that is called session ID 55. Whatever Dev is doing in this session, he is selecting, he is inserting, he is deleting, he is doing something in this session. He is doing some queries. He is writing some queries here. That will be executed. Depends upon his permissions. If Dev is having full rights, those queries will be executed successfully. If Dev is having limited rights, he will be denied. Clear, guys? So each and every work will be executed in the form of sessions only. It's very helpful, guys. Why? Because if someone is doing something, imagine Dev is restarting the server or restarted the server using his session, he restarted the server. We can easily track who restarted the server. Why? Because even though you are restarting, right click restart, I told you, right? If you choose right click restart also, at the end of the day, it will run one query. Where it is going to run the queries? In the sessions. In which session? Who is executing restart? In his session, the restart query will run. So I can easily track it. Who restarted my server? Not only restart, everything. Just I'm giving example as a restart. Everything, whatever you are doing, either GUI way or query way, SQL Server will give you sessions to complete that activity. Session will have session IDs. Everyone can see what you are doing, whether you are running a select query, insert query, update query, delete query. Everyone can see what you are doing. Okay, so sysadmin can see by default, sysadmin can see all the sessions, guys. New query. What is the query to find out all the sessions? SP underscore who2.
Who2.
Okay, so see here how many sessions are there, guys, total. How many
10.
sessions are there?
And many sessions are there, sir.
Why 10?
Nine.
As you
Nine,
can
sir.
see, only 10, 9.
59, sir.
Many, sir. We have many.
59
Here
Sir.
you can
59
see,
rows. Yes,
here
sir.
you can
59
see
59
rows.
number of
59.
records.
Yes.
Okay, here you can see
59
number
rows,
of
sir.
records without just going down. Just by looking this number, you can say how many records. Each row is a session. Total 59 sessions are there. Don't think the maximum number only will have that session. Okay, 10 sessions only we have. No.
Sir, can we use SP target, sir?
Can we
SP target, SP target.
SP target?
Yeah.
I never used till now SP target. Let's see. This one, huh?
Yes, yes.
There is no such query stored procedure.
It's a customized, sir.
You want to write SP target? No problem. You can write it. If you are a developer, good. These are the system stored procedures, guys. SP who2, SP underscore SP underscore who is active. Okay. So SP underscore who is active is a custom stored procedure. You can create it custom. You can customize it. SP who2, SP who, SP help DB. These are the system stored procedures. If you want, you can also write stored procedure if you are good in the development side. Okay. Right. So total 59 sessions. Now 43 sessions only there. Okay, earlier 59. Now see here some of the sessions are closed. Now I can see only 43 sessions.
Sir, now the three sessions only are in open. Where the remaining answer?
Where those are, see here.
How it's
See, up to 50 sessions, up to 50. Okay, up to 50 sessions. Session ID you can see, right? SPID means a session ID.
Yeah.
You cannot
Yes.
see all the sessions here. Up to 50 sessions are background sessions. You cannot see those sessions. Okay. And one more question. As you asked, say for example, what is your name?
Vinod.
Vinod. Very good. So Vinod, you just connected to the office laptop. You just opened Management Studio. You are running one query. Or you just opened 3 query windows. You are running those 3. As you are opening the query windows, you can only see those query windows. How many windows you opened? You can see only those query windows. You cannot see my query window, right?
Right, sir.
Yes.
sir.
Even though you're an administrator, you cannot see the query window, but you can see what I'm executing
Yes, sir.
using that SPID. In the SPID, there is one column called command column, guys. Okay. So here I can see here, select into. Select into means what? Stored procedure I'm executing. Someone executing stored procedure. 57 session. You can see session ID 57. Here you can see 57. Okay. Which is runnable. Runnable means just now it is completed. Just now someone run this query. That is called runnable state. If anyone, say for example, if you are inserting data